Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Interested in Everything podcast. In this episode, we talk with a longtime friend, Cydney Truby. She is currently working at the Keystone Ski Resort in Colorado and has some very, very cool insight about working at a large ski resort. I would also like to note that we were having some issues with the audio, so I apologize if the audio gets screwed up at some points. It will not happen in the future. As always, thank you very much for listening and enjoy. So, how was your life up there in Keystone?
That's okay.
Like in general, like how have the past couple months?
More stimulating, but it's more stimulating in both good ways and emotional ways. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Which is funny. I feel like it feels really monotonous because
All right, wait. You cut out there. I didn't hear the whole beginning part. Here, wait. Could you guys sit up more? I think maybe that'll help with the audio a little bit.
like just bring it closer.
Yeah, just bring it like a little closer.
Better.
Wait, can you speak?
Greetings.
Okay, yeah, I think it sounds a bit better.
Sorry, my computer just sucks.
No, it's all good.
But yeah, just tell us if we cut out again.
Okay,
You're fine.
yeah, I will.
But yeah, like Steven said, it's been stimulating and it feels like so much shit has happened, but at the same time, it's kind of monotonous and we do the same job every day, same time, days off, or you're either sleeping or snowboarding or skiing.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's like I feel kind of disconnected from stuff. Like I feel like I don't really have timestamps on things.
The sun goes down.
True, yeah.
And we are at half oxygen, so.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I'm sure it's kind of nice to be able to disconnect like that during COVID, though. Kind of get away from reality, all the bad news.
Best place
True. Yeah,
we get to ski nonstop.
Yeah, it's interesting though to be under such a corporate big dog hierarchy type.
Yeah.
At the very bottom and have to deal with all the regulations and rules with COVID.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been interesting. It's like that part's not really relaxing to have to always keep up with that at work,
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, because now you guys are given a lot more responsibilities than you normally would have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure just with cleaning, you guys have way more stuff to do now that COVID is around.
Well, there's a personal, I don't know.
I
don't know about
just
you.
Just about the same amount.
And yeah, there's this moral, I work in a restaurant and this is a place where people are, eating and taking their masks off. And so there's some responsibility there that I don't know, I definitely do. Just be diligent about cleaning tables and I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I'm giving you a great experience.
Exactly, by not giving
really,
them COVID.
I don't really do it for COVID because we are, if you're doing a good enough job in the first place, you shouldn't be worrying about COVID. So
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. It's weird to answer your question.
Yeah. So you were saying it's weird working for such a big corporation, but you've worked fast food jobs before. What makes what's the big difference between being a cashier at Keystone compared to being a cashier at Freddy's?
Right. It's the fact that it's not just a restaurant here, it's everything at the resort, so it's a whole guest experience and not just giving them food.
Okay. So that kind of makes you smaller since it's
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like with our managers, we got really, really lucky because we have a lot of you know, we have our voice, and that's so nice because I
Mhm.
the restaurant here is terrible at that, and treat their employees like shit, and they know it, and they don't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just being pushed to be overall a better employee than you think you can be, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Where you're just trying to get the order in and be quick.
Mhm.
So it's about how you're making them feel and how their responses, and it's more in depth.
Yeah. That's very true. I never even thought about that aspect of like having to care for the guest, kind of.
And it's funny though too, because we're a grab and go restaurant where most people sit down, but some
But we're on the
don't.
top of a fucking mountain.
I know, and I'm just saying, like, often that we can cater this much to people with only a few points of contact because we are a grab and go. So
Yeah.
that's interesting.
It's like
Sorry, you guys cut out there. I couldn't hear that bit.
creating childhood memories. So it's like we have a lot of kids that come in. We have a lot of families that come in. And I just think about when I was a kid skiing, and I would go in, and it's like,
A lot
Yeah.
of foods too, though. I know you do. He's too
Sorry,
good.
I couldn't hear that either.
Yeah,
I
what?
need a microphone.
I know.
Yeah.
We were just saying there's a lot of grumpy old dudes that come in too, and Steven said he knows how to make friends with them.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yes, they do, right? Yeah.
old white dudes.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool because you got to kind of have like the personable aspect of your life in check to like do well at your job there.
Yeah, exactly. And even like as a busser, there's a separate restaurant that we have that we've opened up for seating. And I will like help people find their seats and then remind them when they need to get up and then clean their tables and stuff. And even just that, like, it requires so much more care than any other like fast food job.
Yeah, definitely.
Two different couples that have like had their skis stolen, and that's it.
Whoa.
Come up to you, and you're just like in there, just seating people, and they'll be like, "My skis are gone," and they're just like trying their very best not to freak the fuck out because they're gone. They're on the top of a mountain, right? And
Yeah.
but that's cool to
How
go
am I
through.
gonna get down? I don't want to walk.
And like I doubt there's much that you can actually end up like doing for them.
Well, I mean, I'll give them coffee, so I'll sit them. Definitely a lot of emotional support because they feel like they're just alone in the
Mhm.
middle. Thieves and people that are just going down the mountain. My skis are gone, and it's
Yeah.
always good for like emotional support. But like I'll call ski patrol, or I'll call my manager and he'll call ski patrol.
It's really
Mhm.
But he doesn't really. I more tell them that I'm going to contact ski patrol. Tell my manager every time, but he says every time that like they're not going to do anything. But it's lost and found mostly. It's kind of like they have to sign a report and then like lost and found. If it ever pops up, they'll call them. But
Yeah. I think my mom lost her skis one year, but she ended up just like going up to the top and like someone had just set them at the top. So she got like really lucky. Like I think someone realized they grabbed them by mistake.
Oh, that
yeah,
makes sense. Actually,
Yeah.
we have two different people at Timber Ridge that have had that happen, and then we have right now a little piece of paper with a woman's name and stuff that's there.
I saw that.
That's from that's the third person that.
It's like on the host stand.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what do you guys have to do, like, for all the, like, what is extra for COVID? You know what I mean? Like, what do you guys have to do because of COVID that you wouldn't normally have to do?
Masks and
Masks?
their masks on. I hate
Yeah.
that. I was like, I don't get paid enough to get yelled at you for the, or to get yelled at by you for this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really either. But,
Sorry, I couldn't hear that.
I don't tell people very often.
yeah.
I mean, it's not entirely our job.
Right.
We were told that we should tell people that, but we have not been told that it is our job to go around and do that. And I think our managers has also said if you're in a more stressful situation, it's always best to tell your manager. It would take too long to go to our manager and back from,
For sure.
so
Yeah.
For me, like since our reservation time, it's only 45 minutes, and a lot of people like check in with the host, and the host seats them when they check in, and then
Yeah.
they'll do the food court line, which takes a while. And so then they sit down, they have like 20 minutes left, and then they're pissed at me for reminding them they have 10 minutes left on their reservation.
Oh, God.
So, I mean, I don't know. I usually extend their time if they're really
I told them
upset
at
about
5
it.
minutes.
At 5?
Instead
Oh,
of 10.
God. So then they don't even have time to yell at you. They just got to get up and go.
Well, I'm fine yelling at me, but it's the illusion of choice that when they have, like, you want to come by and tell them by a time where they've slightly forgotten about being sat down and their time. So like that, I think
That's
that
fair.
extra little bit of time, or taking away a little bit of time, an illusion of choice, makes it so they don't care as much.
That makes sense.
Yeah. No, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
But a lot of times people will take like 10 minutes to put on their ski gear. So
Yeah.
like they're like, okay, my reservation's up at 45 minutes, but the next party's coming in 10 minutes. So I
Yeah.
have to clean the table, flip the sign, and these people are like still getting all their stuff on. They're technically not seated anymore, but they're standing around the table.
Yeah. It's like they aren't gone yet.
I feel like I can't tell you to leave
That's
because
why I carry around the radio.
yeah, Stephen carries around a walkie-talkie and pretends like he's talking to ski patrol.
Nice.
I don't even have to, like, sometimes I'll do that if I'm just fucking with someone, but like if there's someone like really there, I know I might get sued, so I won't pretend anything. But I definitely hold the walkie-talkie. I'm more than
Nice. Yeah. Just intimidate him a little bit. Just like a good power move.
Thing to do.
works.
Yeah. Yeah. How is the how do you guys like the living situations?
Oh,
Alex,
you go first. Let's hear about your story with Keystone Housing. No, you don't want to? All right. Housing. The people that work in the office suck. They don't care
Okay.
at all.
Period.
Period.
I suck.
They were okay with me about my parking pass and stuff, like taking my car up here mid-season. They were like, yeah, we have room. Just make sure you get here by 11 tonight, or like 5, so you can get your pass when the office closes, or else we'll tow you.
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh, I'm just driving 12 hours. Can I like have an extension on that?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. They helped me out with that. Like, they put me on the do not tow list for that night.
Nice.
And it's. Did I tell you about my new roommate? I mean, I'm gonna tell it anyways because we're doing.
Wait, what? You have a new roommate?
Oh man, I didn't tell you about this yet.
No.
And I from Vail on Friday, and like.
Wait, sorry, can you say that again?
You're good. So Steven and I got back from Vail Friday night, like,
Mhm.
5:30, and all of a sudden, like, I didn't even hear my door open and close. I just looked over here and I saw someone standing there, and it was this girl and my other roommate, Claire, who's been here since pretty much like a week after I got here.
Yeah.
He had like been inviting friends over and staying in like Airbnbs with them and stuff, just like mini vacations, I guess. So this girl walked in and I was like, oh, hey, like, what's up? Are you Claire's friend? Like, who are you? Why are you and she was like, I'm moving in. And I was like, Brad, thanks Keystone Housing for letting me know days in advance that I would have a new roommate in my room. Because now Claire was exposed and she was quarantining herself.
Mm-hmm.
Into was my room on my second bunk.
Wait, can you say that again?
The only room that my new roommate Alex could have moved into is in my room in the second bunk.
God.
So they were trying to keep. They have a bunch of empty dorms right now, or like apartments. I don't understand why they don't put her there. But anyways, they were trying to keep one person per room for COVID, but apparently not anymore.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. And then the next morning, so she stayed here that night. The next morning, I went to work. I got a text from Claire that she tested positive for COVID. And then, so I come home from work, and when I get home, Alex, the new roommate, is all packed up and like moving stuff out to her car. And I'm like, what's
Oh my God.
like, where are you going? Yeah, but do you need help? Or you?
It's too stressful. I've been here for 12 hours and it's.
She actually lives in Denver, and since she had to quarantine, since she was exposed to Claire, she just went home to quarantine. So she'll be back.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
She works
Yeah, she works at our restaurant.
Oh, nice. Does she seem cool?
Yeah, I mean, she's super nice, and she seemed
be a
like
cook, so it doesn't
uncomfortable.
matter. So
Yeah,
but
she wants to go to culinary school. That's cool. She got her.
You got her what?
So that'd be cool. She'll be in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I graduated high school early, actually. That's why she's so young. She just turned 18.
Oh, whoa. Wow.
I hate that I can't say incriminating stuff on here because.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
No, I nice. Like, I think when she gets comfortable here, it'll be better, don't you?
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that. She seems like a decent person. I don't know her, but
yeah, not yet.
Yeah. That's cool though. Nice.
That would have been awesome.
Do what? You guys cut out there.
wanted a second Connor.
Connor's his bromance.
He's a buddy to work with.
So Steve's saying he wants another Connor.
That'd be cool.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it cuts out at the weirdest times.
Oh, good. It sucks. I feel like if we talk at the same time, then it cuts out whoever was talking.
Well,
Yeah.
Do I need to raise my hand?
No, I'm trying to not speak or make it like a sound whenever you guys are, just so it like works better. But yeah. Yeah. How is the oh yeah, because you don't have like, I don't know, for me it's like I have a dining hall. So it's like really easy to get food.
Yeah, we cook a lot. Which has been, I really enjoy it.
Mhm.
Unless like come home and make dinner.
Yeah.
But
It's like, I don't know, like real life a little bit. It's interesting.
Yeah.
prepared for college for sure.
Dude, I don't know what I would do if I had to make my own food. It's like I can cook and I'm fine with like I enjoy the food that I eat. I don't know if other people do or that I make. But I don't know. It's like the amount of time I have. It's like I don't have time to make dinner.
Yeah,
What do you
that's
get?
You know what I mean? It's like with the amount of homework in classes. It's like most days I don't get done till with class until like 4. And then I have homework and like I find it hard to like go to the dining hall to pick up food.
right.
Eh,
Yeah, go to the store, have time to cook everything. Yeah.
yeah.
Need some
Dude,
nuts.
what's that?
Need more snacks. You need like fig bars or like nuts
Big
or
bar.
some type of protein nutrition bar, stuff like that throughout the day. Bananas.
Yeah, that's what I do for breakfast most days. I'll eat like a bar instead of like going down to the dining hall. Yeah.
So I need more body fat, and because of that,
What's that?
I need more body fat. And because of that, I feel when I eat something, I get its energy very quickly. So I love having just nuts or snacks or things throughout the day.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, well, and then working at a restaurant, it's like it's easy for lunches, and I don't like their food anymore, except for the fries. I'll always eat some fries. But like it's easy if you just don't want to bring lunch or you forget or whatever, don't have time. We can always just grab something. So that's kind of like a dining hall for us. Just, shitty.
yeah, you're saying your work is like a dining hall, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We have a more on the junk food side of snacks, but
Well, we have like turkey wraps too.
true. Yeah.
I got a fruit parfait the other day.
That's not even a parfait. It's just fruit in a cup.
Yeah, but it's fruit.
Call it a fruit parfait.
You eat like 2 of them, then you feel like you've actually eaten something.
Nice. I get some of those in the dining hall sometimes. They actually have like fruit parfait with like yogurt and stuff. It's good. Highly recommend.
Debating starting to bring food to work, like some eggs.
Yes.
'Cause
We
there's
have
like
a whole kitchen that we're not using right now. You should see all this.
Are you allowed to just like go in there and cook whenever you want?
No one's gonna care. Our
I'm allowed
managers
to.
are so cool.
I've already talked to the manager of it, which would be Zero, and
Zero is awesome.
he said I'd be down. Just can I have some
Cook me
too?
some food.
Like if you have time in the morning and you're able to go over and spend 10 minutes, make a couple eggs, it'd be like, fuck, dude, I'll have some.
Most of they won't bring food to make, but they'll like make these crazy concoctions with whatever we have there. So they'll do like, there's this guy named Raymond that put mac and cheese on his burgers.
There's mac and cheese, chili, extra cheese, extra American cheese, I mean, and yeah.
That's what Raymond would do.
That sounds delicious. That sounds so good.
I finished all of it, but it was like, it felt like a lot.
Oh God. Ryan, you remember that day that you got the I don't remember what burger it was, but from LA Burger, and you were so sick after.
Oh yeah, oh my God. It was like, oh shoot. It was like Texas toast with like a bunch of bacon and like I think it was like 2 patties, like barbecue sauce, onion rings, like grilled onions, like just the greasiest, slimiest burger I could find.
That because you weren't feeling good that morning, right?
Yeah.
I need grease.
Yeah.
So how's the diet food? Like I feel like a lot of people either love it or hate it.
It's not bad. I can always find something, which is nice. What I really like is they always have a bunch of like fresh fruit.
Oh, that's
Like
nice.
and it's always delicious too. It's like, yeah, there'll be like some gross pieces here and there, but like for the most part it's like good fruit. And you can get like a bunch of melons, like pineapple, grapes, strawberries. Like there's a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I don't really eat a lot of the meats just because it's dining hall kind of gross. Um, yeah, but it's good for the most part. I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I don't blame you for the meat consumption. Our chili comes out of a bag, so I'm kind of suspicious of all.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll have like ribs and like some kind of like I don't know. I've just like heard stuff about it and it's just I'm sure it's just rumors and it's perfectly fine to eat and there isn't a problem, but
No,
I don't trust it. What's that?
They're not going to be as good as something at somewhere that actually makes their stuff from scratch.
yeah.
Yeah. What's that?
Give it all.
Sorry, you completely cut out.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I don't blame you at all for not wanting to eat that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's super convenient though, which is awesome. Disappeared there for a second.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
I'm just hiding
Hiding. Yep.
the facial recognition thing.
Oh, maybe it is.
I
I
also
don't know.
think people kind of messes with it. You're sure.
Oh yeah, it probably does. Yeah. Yeah.
So congested.
How is like do you get sick of skiing and snowboarding? No? Yeah. I don't think I would either, but I had to ask.
No, it's funny though, because like next week all the temperatures are kind of coming up, so it'll be spring skiing now, which
Yeah.
I don't know. Of course, I'm in for the ride, but it just means it's ending, or the beginning of the end.
Yeah. It's still cold here. It was like raining for a second this morning, and then the rain just immediately turned into snow.
Nice.
It was great.
The amphitheater ready for you again.
Yeah. Did you see that?
Yes, that was so cool. I showed him too. I was like,
Nice.
good.
Did I here I gotta show you the video. My friend Dylan did a frontside 180 off of it.
What?
Yeah, wait here. I'll send it to you just so you can see it. It's it was really cool. He had a couple tries. Um
Like,
yeah, that's the one where he landed it. And then let me try to get this on screen. Um what's that?
the addition to the Bitmoji is perfect.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you sent me that one. That was so sick.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it came out really good. I was super happy.
Wow, that's awesome.
Here, I'll put it up on the screen. Oh no, I got it. It's all good.
There.
I gotta go share screen. Share. Yeah. No. So there was like this cool amphitheater. And it snowed over, and so we went out and snowboarded. And then there was a cool rail too. I don't know if did you show him the rail one?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I'm so proud.
I'll play it. It's already pulled up.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's fun. It was such a good time.
I haven't been back to the terrain park after.
Oh, you haven't?
No. I've been working on
Yeah.
my, but
Probably comes forward
not
now.
some sense into me. Maybe after Vale had some
Yeah.
pretty cool jumps. There was
Yeah.
oh my gosh, it was so cool. It's like a natural half pipe. It was so awesome. So much fun.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of terrain stuff here. There's I've been like doing trips up to like this little mountain, like Labrador, to where it's like they have like two lifts. It's like it takes like 3 minutes to get down.
Too bad. I mean, it's small, but
Yeah, it's small, but it's still fun. Like I have a great time. But they have like this awesome like beginner kind of terrain park with a bunch of rails and boxes and jumps and stuff. So it's been fun.
you park rat now.
It's so much fun. It's like skateboarding, but I'm naturally better at it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you something else, but I forgot.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you did, that would be kind of creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if it comes to mind, just bring it up.
Okay, well.
Yeah, you brought your car up there this time, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I'm sure that's so much nicer.
It's awesome. Because before I would either have to steal my roommate's car, with consent, of course,
Yep.
or wherever. And I mean now, like if I need groceries, literally 10 minutes down the road, or even the gas station right here, but you just walk to that. But it's so nice to be able to go get food, or
Be late to
if
work.
be late to work. We get to sleep in now because it's like a 5-minute drive instead of a 20-minute bus ride.
Yeah, I'm sure that must be so much nicer.
The bus was fun though. Like there were some days. There was one day where the bus was almost completely packed and the bus driver closed the doors before they let the last guy on. Literally like every but it was awesome because the bus driver closed the doors on this one guy. And like we were all shoulder to shoulder, which is not COVID policy or whatever. We weren't supposed to be doing that. But he shut the doors and everyone was like, no, fuck you, open the goddamn bus. Was just roaring. It was amazing. So he opened up the doors, let me in, and everyone started cheering.
That's awesome.
Like bus rides were fun. I do kind of miss them now, but
yeah, I'm sure it's a good way to meet people too.
Yeah, definitely. That's how I met most people, I think, here.
It's a good way to meet people everywhere.
True.
Yeah. Not a bad point.
I've met a decent amount of people on the bus.
Yeah. I think
I met Eli at the bus stop.
Yeah. I think bus and snowboarding or skiing are the best way to meet people.
Yeah.
Lift.
Right,
oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean, I guess, when I say snowboarding or skiing. Like, hey, can I hop on the lift with you? And then you have a new friend. Or
I've met people skiing down the mountain. I'll see them.
You're like
skiing.
right next to them. You're like, hey, how's it going?
No, you're going next to them and you just take the same pathway down, and then like you're just like, because it's always better to ski down with someone.
Right.
So,
Yeah. And it makes small talk way more interesting. So.
Well, especially when you're like, yeah, I work here. People are like, oh my gosh, what do you do? That's awesome.
Yeah.
You live.
Yeah.
Right there. We're like.
There's one housing area complex. What would you call that? What would you call one of our housing complexes?
Apartment complex.
I guess so, kind of.
I think housing complex works.
Okay. Yeah, housing, I guess. But there's one brush, and like it makes this look like a palace. Sagebrush. Now, granted, what's their rent, Steven? Like $210 a month.
Sagebrush? No,
Yeah.
it's more than 2.
More than 2?
I mean, rents to prices depends on, like, I don't have no idea. Some people get houses earlier in the year. Some people get them later in the year and at different prices. Like, my roommate I was living with, Bobby, was paying almost $600 a month for his rent.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, Sagebrush is really cheap. So, like, you walk into Sagebrush, and to your left is a door with the bathroom, and then you walk straight in. There's, like, a sink to your right, I think, like the bathroom sink, and then 2 bunk beds and the window. So
Yeah.
it's tiny. It's like you have a communal kitchen per floor. So
Do what?
it's a communal kitchen per floor. So
I mean, it's nicer than what I got here.
yeah, for sure. I mean, it was a lot bigger though. I will say that. But I guess you have communal bathroom. So
Yeah, I have communal bathrooms. I don't have a kitchen. I don't have any kitchen, like at all. And I don't even have a sink in my room.
true. That would be nice. Kirsten does, right? Yeah, Kirsten does the same thing.
Yeah, a bunch of people have like sinks in their rooms, communal kitchens, but I don't know. I don't have anything.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I would love a communal kitchen. That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, if I go to the UK anywhere, almost all schools there do rooms, 1 person per room. So you have your own space.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because
Yeah,
as soon as Alex moved in, I was like, oh my God, I need my own room. I don't know if I need to close my door.
yeah. I kind of got used to it.
Yeah. Yeah. I will get used to it, but at first I was like,
Yeah.
so
I think I'm gonna try to get my own room next year though.
yeah, do it. You had your dorm experience. You
Yeah.
had your bedroom and living space.
Yeah.
You had your fair share.
Yeah. I don't know if I needed to experience it at all, you know?
Oh, you don't think so?
No, it is nice. The dorms aren't that bad, but there are a lot of stupid things that come with living in a dorm.
With another person that you have to like live with, and you have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's like,
Thanks, Vale.
what's that?
What?
What were you guys saying?
Steven was like,
getting some random roommate, you have no idea who they are. You can get so unlucky sometimes.
Yeah, my one of my actually Will, he got stuck with a bad roommate.
you should tell Steven on the podcast about that if you can.
I'll tell him after.
Okay, that's fair. That's incredible.
I don't know if it's friendly for the.
Sorry, don't any evidence. My bad.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you about that after. But yeah, you can get stuck with some terrible people.
Yeah. Well, like as soon as Steven was like, yeah, just getting thrown into a room with a stranger, I was like, yeah, bingo, thanks, Vale.
Yeah.
That time too.
Yeah. That's crazy that they can just do that without telling you.
We're
I
not,
know.
We don't have a lease.
Yeah, because you don't you guys like sub?
Yeah, so we have no rights. They can literally throw us out in 3 days if they want.
Yeah, which that's insane.
Yeah, I mean, we can quit with no 2 weeks notice. I mean,
Yeah, but that's a state law.
yeah, but still, just
No, it's still
it goes
state
both
law.
ways at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess
You're
like
fine with being kicked out in 3 days randomly.
no, but I'm saying if I had to put my 2 weeks in, but they could kick me out in 3 days, that's even more backwards than it already is. That's
Yeah.
so
I don't think that's messed up because they are an organization that's all across the world, and we are just people that came out here, generally J1s, people from other countries, that if they like got a visa to come over here and work, that's what a lot of our workers are. They just get kicked out of the country in 3 days. Like, how am I going to get because they legally have to leave because they don't have a job.
Yeah.
Leave.
And yeah, don't get me wrong.
So
That's
3
still
days, you need
messed
an
up.
airplane
3 days.
ticket, you need to get back, and you need to have a place to live in another country 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot.
I'm just saying it would be even more messed up if we had to put 2 weeks in and we couldn't just quit on the spot.
Oh.
Not that it's polite, but you see my point, right?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's fair either. But there's Vale for you again. Like I said.
So Vale is like the head dog.
Yeah, Vale's like
leader of the pack around there.
yeah. So like
For this area though.
right. Well, they have resorts like across the country, but for this area, it's really concentrated.
Okay.
So it's like
Their headquarters are right next to Boulder.
yeah.
It's like between Boulder and Denver.
Yeah, but they have a resort in Canada. It's called Whistler and Blackcomb.
Oh yeah, I know Whistler.
Yeah, and then Heavenly in California, Tahoe.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure there's one in Oregon, but I don't remember the name.
Huh.
But yeah,
Australia.
Yeah, Australia.
Switzerland.
The corporation itself owns a lot of different resorts.
But aren't a lot of people selling to Vale right now?
What do you mean? Like Vale's buying out resorts?
Yeah.
I don't know, actually. I know that they had to sell A Basin 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
I don't remember, but it happened because Vale was sued for being a monopoly
Because they
of
are.
the ski resorts in this area.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. A Basin seems like they're doing pretty well, and Copper Mountain. Those are the two closest non-Vale resorts that are around here, and they seem like they're.
Yeah. I don't know. I read something a while ago that talked about how hard it is nowadays to profit off of ski resorts.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen videos like that too, and I believe what they were saying was it wasn't too hard to profit, but every year they're making less and less profit.
Yeah. Like it's becoming harder and harder for these businesses to.
Because the amount of people that are skiing there's less and less people that ski each year because it becomes more and more expensive to ski, more and more expensive to buy gear, the whole experience is getting more and more expensive each generation. And so there's our generation is skiing less, and then Gen Z probably won't ski because they're pansies, but then there's each generation, so
in reality, they're screwing themselves by increasing prices, and they're really losing profit when they're trying to drive profit up.
Yes,
I heard they were all the equipment and even getting all the food up there that they need to run the restaurants costs a lot, and lift maintenance, creating all the lifts, keeping all the runs groomed, creating enough snow, because I know a lot of those mountains blow snow onto the places. I heard that costs a lot of money, and to be able to run the lifts, just all of that, it costs a lot.
Most expensive part of a ski resort is putting in new lifts. Almost everything after that is minuscule compared to how much it costs to put in a gondola, and how much it costs, which a gondola doesn't really take that much more cost to install itself as it does a normal lift, because all of them hook onto this giant wire that has the safety regulations of the exact same for each one. So you could take gondolas and put them on lifts where you would normally ski up on. It's just, it wouldn't be, you wouldn't have enough time at the base. They would have to slow it down.
Right.
But ski resorts make a fuck ton of money. Ski resorts, the biggest thing is they are not allowing, the newer generations are not skiing as much as the generations. There's very, very few young people compared to what there was 10 years ago at a ski resort. So each generation they have less and less people, and skiing is not easy. Like if you're gonna start skiing, like you talked about before, like the skis and the like all of the investment that you as a person have to do in order to ski.
Yeah, like it's not cheap. Like even like to like go rent, like renting alone is insane. Like for someone who wants to try it out, most people don't have like what you can rent skis for like $100,
$8 a day.
$8 a day. Sorry, wait. I think I can't hear you. But are you mouthing 78?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, like that's not cheap. That doesn't make it very easy for people to access the sport.
That makes sense. I just don't quite understand why they're driving up prices. Yeah.
I don't understand why ski rentals are so expensive.
Yeah.
I'm sure they could drop the price because I'm sure they're buying like average skis to rent to the customer.
Yeah. I would think it's the labor that puts in the upkeep.
I'll give you an example.
Like waxing and edging and stuff. That's the only thing.
Even that's not that expensive.
Give you an example about where we work.
Yeah, but like
we have a wholesaler company drive a truck to the very far left of our resort where we have a warehouse. We put the food in there, and then people take that food, put it on our gondolas. We take it all the way up. So basically all they're paying for is about 30 minutes to an hour of physical labor of people they pay $12 an hour.
30 minutes? What?
30 minutes to an hour. I've done it multiple times.
What?
Yes.
No way.
The most time is walking to the gondola, which it's like
quarter of a mile. That much stuff in then.
No, you fill up like 4 gondolas full.
No way that takes 30 minutes.
I mean, the gondola to go up is like 2. The first stop is like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then when we unload it there, it's like 30 minutes. It takes 20 minutes to take it to there. And we're unloading it to the place as we take it off the gondola. So
right.
It's that amount of labor. Let's say it's an hour. It doesn't matter. You're gonna have spent $200, not even $200, a big student. You spend $100 at most if you have 4 guys and you're like, so it's like they buy the same stuff that you will if you're going to a restaurant or a supermarket or something. They just buy it on wholesale and have it delivered by truck, which is very common and not too unexpected for a business. But we still only get paid $12 an hour on top of the mountain when we are selling with taxes $18 burgers. And this moving the stuff up there isn't the problem, and the people every day, we've done the math, we'll do a $8,000 day and they will have paid at least less than $1,000 in cost whatsoever.
To us, to labor costs?
To labor and to transport, wholesale, all of it. It's like less than $1,000 on an $8,000 day. So they're definitely making $7,000 in profit at least every day.
From one
restaurant. And then there's other restaurants that are larger that you don't even need transportation because you literally just would pull up right at the front door. Yeah. So it's like profit wise, they're at the very least creating enough profit to do all of the electricity, including probably the employee housing in one day through our restaurant.
Yeah.
I'd be very.
If they're doing that at what, like 3 other restaurants?
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah.
4 if you count Mountain House at the base.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I think it's like that's
the smallest profit in the second smallest.
Mountain House?
No, food and beverage.
Oh.
On the entire mountain. Least amount of, or profit wise.
I don't know.
Are like are lift passes the most expensive?
Lift pass is the most profitable.
Yeah, profit. Sorry.
Well,
Ski school is like the least on the entire mountain.
but it's up there, right?
It's the least.
Okay.
I mean, it's up there as
I'm sure rentals are up there too.
rentals is directly below food and beverage.
Yep.
Ski patrol, or not ski patrol, but ski schools under that. And then I think that's about it.
Yeah.
We have housing, we have buildings too that we do lodges.
Like the condos.
Yeah, like those.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So
I think,
are those the lowest profiting?
no, ski school still is for sure.
Oh, okay.
But it's interesting, like meeting so many different people who have so many different jobs through the resort. Like you'll get to know pretty much every department, and so it made me realize, like, I understand that maybe they don't pay us that much, and at the end of the day, they're still making one hell of a profit.
Yeah.
But there's so many different jobs they have to pay for. So like ticket scanners, snowcat drivers at night to deliver food and take trash off the top of the mountain, all the lift ops, all the
Yeah, but they're all
corporate
12
like
an hour.
right. And so that's what I'm saying is don't get me
Go
wrong,
to
they don't pay
Telluride.
us enough.
Telluride's 17 an hour.
That's
base.
not my point. They don't pay us enough. I agree with you on that. But I'm just saying there's such a wide range of jobs and they need so many employees that it like
So,
they're paying a lot of people. I'm not giving an excuse. I'm just saying
well,
it's
I mean,
a lot of different jobs.
all that is.
Yeah, it is. They do have a large like workforce they have to care for.
They do.
You know what I mean?
Hey, it's not one person that's in charge of all this. There's executives for every branch. There are.
Yeah.
We have a decent sized hierarchy, so it's not. If they're the executives, they sit down. They have a board, so they have. It's pretty easy for them to make change, just like overnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of different departments. That's all.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, there is.
So, and I never realized that until one of the cooks at work was like, "Yeah, I used to drive the snowcats at night to deliver and take trash," and I was like, I've never thought about how the hell do you get trash off the top of a mountain? Like I've never,
Yeah.
and I'm sure there's so many other jobs where I'm like, I
Yeah,
didn't even.
you just like don't even realize they exist.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
Wide range of skills, I guess. Or
yeah, exactly.
wage job, but you know.
Yeah. Do you think like since there's such like a huge hierarchy there that it like makes the working conditions worse for you guys? Like since there's so many like levels and tiers and so many different branches of jobs and stuff,
Yeah.
do you think that has an effect on
I don't think it does.
conditions?
I think what does is because different branches create different. They have different executives. They have different people that are in charge. Like up at Timber Ridge, we have great. Like our place is great. We have like the best place on the mountain.
Yeah.
Especially
Not just saying that, like
it's our managers.
legitimately we get highest customer reviews. We
Yeah.
pull in one hell of a profit. Like our profit per employee is a lot higher than any other
2.5 to the one on the second peak that people looks at.
Summit. Eh.
Nice.
$5 per person more a day than they do, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's really cool. But
He's
like
saying that.
yeah. But like I don't know, you guys were complaining earlier about how terrible it is to work for like
Yeah.
Vail. Like do you think the hierarchy and having so many levels like kind of creates that hatred for it since you never really get heard since there's so many?
I feel like
that's not in
it's
ski school. That's not in.
yeah, I feel like the further you get with positions, like we have a manager, okay, we have a chef, manager, GM, This guy named Matt, I don't know what his title is, and then Wolfgang, who's like, we actually stalked him on LinkedIn last night. Like, he has great experience and he knows what he's doing in a restaurant. He's worked in restaurants like all his career, but at the same time, there's so much separation. There's, if you count chef, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 4 people between us and Wolfgang, who is director of food and beverage at Keystone. So
Yeah.
It's cool that we get to see someone 4 levels above us.
right, definitely. But
then again, it's like you know who he is, but I'm sure he has no idea who you guys are.
He calls me out by name, decent amount.
you're memorable. That's a
but like, are you the exception to that? You know what I mean?
No, he has no idea who I am.
Yeah, but you haven't. I've worked in his building.
What
And,
have I been doing the past 3 months? Oh, at Summit?
Summit.
Oh, okay. Well, it's also our location, I guess. Since we're smaller, like, they don't pay as much attention to us as Summit, the main restaurant. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, my point is he has no idea who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've talked to him for sure. He asked me to.
Maybe you just don't get in trouble
bathrooms.
enough.
So I don't know, yes and no. Like, I do.
You know,
think,
Austin just made that happen, right?
I don't understand why, but
It's the amount of endorsements people give you.
yeah. So Austin just gave me
Austin just went like,
endorsements left and right.
no, it's like every building, their managers say this is the person that we're going to do based off of the amount of endorsements we've done.
Right.
You can look up and see the endorsements that you've done or have gotten told to, or you can go to your manager and ask.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I don't think I've gotten one from. We don't do them. Like Connor and I, we would give each other all the time, but like, we have never given each other.
Yeah. So. Oh, Wolfgang?
Yeah, because he had to have been in the meeting in order to agree that you.
Oh, I see your point. Yeah,
true. Up, it's all the managers that.
True. So maybe he does know who I am.
Yeah, maybe.
But he can be a hard ass sometimes. So it's.
He's always a hard ass.
So it's levels of that, and then like the whole fiasco with us not being able to ski down in the morning, and then there's a cutoff time. And we have to be out by, and if we miss it, then we can't ski down. Like, it's just that separation between us and then like executive ski patrol that really in the end is like,
I don't think that was us.
We don't have a
just
voice.
Them being stupid. It's like previous years it would have been fine, it would have worked out, but this year they're just like so many new people working at the company, and
everything changed this year, not to mention.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. Wolfgang's interesting.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone we said that, but we don't like ski patrol.
Yeah, I figured you guys didn't.
I
want
know.
to do ski patrol.
That would be, it'd be a cool job. But a lot of ski patrol will just like waltz into the restaurant and then fill up like an entire cup full of creamers and like take half of our creamers and then just waltz out.
I've told
like,
a lot of them that they could.
Yeah, no, I don't care. But it's just funny when they don't ask and they just walk up and like dump all the creamers out. I'm like,
well, year they used to do their meetings in the Stube.
Really?
Yeah, and I would go over there and talk with them. They used to, I remember the first guy that ever came over was like, can I get some coffee? And because before then we never had any ski patrol come over, like ever. And then he came over, asked for coffee, and I gave him some coffee. And then about 10 minutes later, another ski patrol person came over and asked for coffee. And I was just like,
this is a thing now.
hey, he was just like, hey, he was like, can I have some coffee? And I was like, okay. And then exactly 10 minutes after that, another one came over. They were all like secretly going at like 10 minutes throughout the meeting that they were doing.
That's funny.
Trying to hide that they wanted coffee.
Yes, because they didn't know their policy and they thought I was just some cashier. There was just, which I was really just some cashier giving them coffee because we were.
No?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess
Employees
we're
don't get
still
coffee.
not.
Employees have to pay for coffee.
I don't make employees pay for coffee.
I don't either.
I don't
That's
pay for
why.
their lunches
That's
either.
why, like, Wolfgang called us out on it. He was like, "What's your
He
profit?"
did?
Yeah, he said, "What's wrong with your guys' profit margin with your your hot chocolate? Because we're looking at ours, and we have a really high profit margin."
Oh no.
And then also was like, "Well, I guess we just give other employees that come up here free coffee," which in reality that means we just give out free coffee, not to customers, but just virtually.
I do sometimes. I dump out too much at the end of the day to not give someone a free cup of coffee. Like,
Yeah.
Lifties.
Yeah, for sure.
Lifties, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
People were going 2 mountains over so that they could come to us and get free coffee with
that's
their
why we're the
food.
best.
Yeah.
If you, had,
That's cool.
if you had to pick a job to do at a resort, what would you do? After hearing everything we've talked about.
I don't know. I kind of want to be a lift op.
Yeah, I knew it.
I'm sorry. Dude, I want to be a lift op. It's like so mindless. It'd be so easy and I could just think all day. It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
It'd
be like lifeguarding again.
Dude, they're the
exactly.
They are the jarheads of the resort.
They're what?
I feel like
the jarheads of the resort.
no, I have ticket scanners are more so.
They get to like talk to the people they're scanning with, and
True.
they have to like kick people out.
True.
Lifties just stand there, look at a button,
Ba-ding, ba-ding.
and just
Ticket scanners do. Ba-ding.
yeah, but
oh no, you can't ski.
watching Netflix, they're just sitting there.
True.
They have the button, they're just sitting there. And if anyone, they'll just push it. That's why randomly we'll be on the lift and it'll just slow down. No one will have fallen or anything. They're just sitting there.
Oh, they just slow it down.
It's like, oh shit. Oh wait, no, that's good. No, I was the guy up the mountain. It wasn't. It was something up there.
Oh, that's so funny.
I think being like lift maintenance would be really cool because these guys will like run up the stairs and then walk around on the platform of all the wheels and everything that turns at the.
Hit it with a hammer.
It just looks like they're standing around looking at it most of the time. But I'm sure they're doing more than that.
No, but that's what they do a lot of the time. It's just ice.
Knock it. Oh.
It's mostly just ice from overnight that gets stuck up there. So that's when we're waiting for them to go up. They generally just go up and like hit something with ice or just look at it. It's all okay. And then they go back down. So they're not like.
We always get up to the second gondola normally before they'll let us on. Like they have to do the line clear or whatever. I don't know. Does that just mean they like run all the chairs through once?
Yeah, it's because sometimes a chair is like because they're not really attached. They're more.
Yeah, no, they just sit on there, right? That's how they slow down whenever they're going down the bottom part. Yeah,
and so in the morning they have to make all of them run because like 2 months ago there was one of the gondolas slid forward and hit the other one.
What?
Because and then it just slung forward and it was like
I didn't know this.
That's why they do line clear
on OPG or on
it was on OPG and the
it's even more scary.
That's why they do line clear because there could be like a tree or something and it could like knock the gondolas off the wrong spot. Gravity.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ready for work?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's though when it's really windy and it's just like.
Yeah, I know. I never liked going on the gondola or ski lift whenever it was windy.
Yeah,
You're
no.
about inches from of rotation from death.
Gondola though than on the lift when it's super windy, because when you're on the lift and your board's hanging on your foot and the wind starts to pull you on your board.
Yeah.
I feel better with those because like
I guess we put the bar down.
I mean, cold wise, it's retarded that we don't have them with windshields on them like most of Europe. Like these giant plastic visors that are on the bar that when you pull it down, they'll like cover down your leg. It's nice, but
no, I've seen videos of like really, really nice chairlifts.
Yeah, there's one at Big Guy that's this 8 chair. Have you seen that?
Seated heated seats.
Yeah.
One of the shield things. Yeah.
Yeah, heated. The bubble goes. Awesome.
Yeah.
I think.
And the seats have like all the cushions and stuff, so you're like locked into it. It's like a racing seat. It's awesome.
Seatbelt too?
Maybe. I don't know.
Coffee. What else I got?
Right. hot coffee dispensers. They just connect them to the bottom.
There you go.
Those things have electricity anyway. So
yeah.
True.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right. It's I think that was like an hour and 20. But I got a class coming up soon and I gotta eat first.
Oh yeah.
That was hour 20.
Yeah, dude, that was a while.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it goes by quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right, I'm gonna stop recording. Thank you to everyone who listened. Appreciate you, and goodbye.
Bye.
Once again, thank you so much for listening. If you're hearing this message, that means you watched the whole podcast. So that's amazing. Thank you so much. I'm still trying to figure out all the little tricks, so please be patient, but I'm trying to get better. I feel like this episode was better than the first one, so that's a step in the right direction. But anyways, I hope you have an absolutely amazing day, and goodbye.